Hello.
Hi everyone, welcome to CC UK. And we'll have no Dave tonight because he's looking after Christine. And we'll have Danno.
Hello.
How's everyone?
Yeah, good. Yeah,
All
it feels weird because I feel like, I don't know, because I streamed yesterday, I don't know, because normally I do this on a Tuesday, and because I've added a streaming on the Monday, it feels a bit deja vu. Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. Okay, right. Want to do the chat first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we've got Mark's Hobbies goes hi Horlixs.
Hiya. Hello,
He goes
Mark.
hi Danno.
Hey, Mark.
He goes hi Dave. Hello. Hi Mark.
Hello.
And then he goes hi to everyone. And we've got Gillian. Goes evening Danno.
Hey, man.
Evening Horlixs.
Good evening.
Evening Dave. Evening Mark.
Evening.
And good evening to Mark's Hobbies. Mark goes hi to Gillian. We've got what's that? Daniel
Dean.
Daniel Dean. Evening Dave. Hi Daniel. And Daniel Dean goes evening gents.
Good evening.
Let's move this up. And we'll have Ian Carwell goes hi all. Hi Ian.
Hey, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Up. And Gillian goes hi to Ian, and Ian goes hi to Gillian. I'll mark the chatters there so somebody can pick it up later. Okay.
Right, so should we go to let's do a little shout out to Dave. Dave Bond, I think it is. He's been following us for quite a long time, and he's decided to send some of us some gifts, which we've received. Now, obviously, I know Dave Say is not here this evening, and I have got an image to share with you all, but he kindly gifted us a little goodie box, if you like, which comprises of this lovely mug. And then inside is got all sorts of there's teas, coffees, hot chocolates, coffee, like just stuff to keep us going on our streams.
There's mine, but I'm drunk with chocolate.
Yeah. I've got a lovely bookmark with trains on, which is very much needed actually, because I do not have a bookmark. So that is brilliant. Yeah, and then obviously a little thank you card. And that's just really, really lovely. So thank you so much for sending that through.
Thank you.
Mine was a little different.
Right.
I got a Titanic coin.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, that suits you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, so thank you very much. And I do have an image here which I'll share on the screen. And this is Dave Say. So he has received his, and that's it all out on display. So yeah, thank you very much, and it's really appreciated, and it's yeah, lovely little gift. Thank you very much.
In Dave's house, I can't see that lasting longer than 48 hours, to be honest with you.
No. So I do have a coffee at the go at the minute because I wanted to show that on stream, but halfway through the stream, you never know, I might go and fill this up, and well, I'll have my first drink out of it. But yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, but it's going to turn into my desk mug for here.
Yeah.
So when I have a drink at the desk.
So
Ian goes, very nice gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and thank you, David, for that.
I'm not even sure if he's in the chat yet.
I was.
I haven't seen him, but
Haven't seen him.
yeah, I did say I'd we'd shout out. So yeah, thank you again. Right.
Okay, we're going to go cameras down, see what people are doing.
Yes. There we
We've
go.
lost. Who have I lost? Well, what?
It was Danno. Is he using the new camera? There might be.
Yeah. Oh, must be switching cameras over. Okay, then I'll. Are Mark and Horlixs ready?
Yes, I think so.
We keep losing Danno. Right. Okay. Well, Danno's sorting out. I'll go to Mark first, since he's at the top.
So, yeah, me and Horlixs tonight are doing the same kit, and it is a DIY mini weather clock that we're doing. This was about £5 off AliExpress, even probably less than that. But it's just a great way to practice your soldering skills. So yeah, I sort of ordered this, and then Horlixs ordered his, and yeah, should be interesting. So yeah, that's me.
All right. Oh, Danny must be having problems because he's disappeared. Okay, so I'll go to Horlixs, who's doing the same.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I have pulled up the PDF from my other screen, but yeah, we're going to be doing the same thing. I did look a bit more ahead at the software side of this, and I'm actually having a few issues trying to get an API key for the weather, but I'm sure we'll sort that and update you on that. I was a bit rushed before the stream, but yeah, looking forward to it. And I mean, it is quite. It's very small. Some of these, well, a couple of these parts at least, but with the right techniques, this shouldn't be a problem. Because yeah, obviously I've made circuit boards anyway, but not with really small components, such as the two caps on there, for example. They're tiny, so but I've got everything out I think I'm going to need. I've got the tweezers, I've got everything, so yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Okay, I'll go to myself, and then I'll try and contact Danno and find out what the problem is. Okay, right. Well, as you know, I've been building this tank, so I'm now getting it undercoated. So that's that part. That's that part. That's that part, and the tracks and bits and pieces. So basically, till I get these painted, I've sort of finished with these for now. I've been out to busy the day, but I've got the chance to get them airbrushed. So, so what I'm going to work on today, I'm hoping to put these two together in a diorama eventually. I'm going to work on this Jeep. Now that's showing a British version of the Jeep, but there is an American version, so I'll be doing the sort of American version. So that's what I'm going to start today on. So that's me. Right, I'm going to mute my mic and see if I can contact Danno and see what the problem is.
Yeah, slight problem already.
Have you?
Yeah.
So I've just been playing around. I'm just getting happy with this new Steam Deck. Now I've got to be back soon tile. So if I go and make a cup of tea,
Ah.
I can go be back soon. Yeah, what's up? You're missing parts.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Oh, I don't know actually. I thought I did, but I've just seen it. What is it you are missing?
Capacitors. Unless that's them.
Yeah, that looks to be right. They're tiny in a white sheath. There's 2 of them on there.
And they want them soldering in?
Yes. It's really going to
Flipping
test your limits. It's pretty straightforward to do. I mean, my recommendation on this is to, because it's going to go on C2 104 and C1 104, is to put a tiny bit of solder, pre-solder the top pad, and then with some tweezers, just place the capacitor on hold it with the tweezers, and then heat one side up first, and then you can then just freely solder the other side on. It shouldn't be too bad. But yes, they are absolutely tiny, and just be careful when they're in the tweezers, because I've seen a lot of these repair videos. They go and pick one up and the tweezers and it pings, and you'll never find that.
No.
Why is that not updated?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, here's Danno. You're back.
Yeah. Right. All right then. Right. Hey.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
What happened is I went to switch to this camera.
Hmm.
Yeah, just set it up, and as I got the adapter, and for some reason it just went black. So I went, right, what? So I went back to my main camera, the front facing one, and that was black. I went, well, so I unplugged them back out, and I needed to reset the full computer.
Right.
That's what I told her to do when I went on. I reset the computer. So because you'll have unplugged them, plugged them in, and they might need fading.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's have a look at this model. Switch over my glasses.
Got myself though before.
Okay, so we've got USB cable, chip. I'm not actually quite sure where the clock data is stored on this. I think it must be this chip here, because there's not really any logic that I can see. I mean, I thought that was like a what do you call it? Oh, it's a voltage regulator. So I'm not quite sure where the logic comes from to actually make the clock work.
Oh, you're right. This Jeep is flipping tiny.
Right, I'm going to start with the capacitors, I think. It's the hardest bit to do.
That's what I started with, but getting the tape off is not easy.
Yeah.
Come on. Got it. Right, don't lose them. Wow.
I found a spring.
You found a spring?
Yeah.
Mark's Hobbies says, hi, Ian. Ed Hughes says, evening all. And Ed Hughes says, what you all building? Well, I'm working on the same kit as Horlixs.
Yeah, so we're doing a DIY weather clock.
I'm working on this. Willie's Jeep.
And I'm working on a wooden tortoise that I got for Christmas.
Well, that's cool. Is it painted, or are you going to paint it?
No, it's not painted. So that's what it comes like. I get it in. There we go. So you can see like the details on it as well. I'm not sure I'm going to paint it because I don't want to use the detail, or I'm just going to keep it where it is.
Right.
And Ed Hughes says, hey, Ian, over on another stream. How are you finding the capacitors, Horlicks?
Very small. I'm just trying to get it to...
Oh, we've got Lindsey's Builds in, who says, hello, Poppets.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
I've got one side on. Flux is his best friend with this. Have you got any flux?
Yeah.
This really does help. That's one done. Oh.
Oh, Ian says hi to Ed Hughes. And Mark's Hobby says hi, Ed. Oh, and Mark's Hobby says hi, Lindsay. Ed says hey to Mark's Hobbies. And Ian Campbell says hi to Mark's Hobbies.
Okay. Slam done. They look a bit messy at the minute, but I need to get the flux off with IPA afterwards. But I'll probably do that at the end. Well, at least got the latest kits, Mark, because this is the first 2026.
Is it?
My little piece of paper, so I'm guessing that's when this kit was put together. Okay, the next step is the voltage regulator. I think there's a way of zooming these cameras in and out, isn't there? I can't remember how you do it. Ah, there. Well, that's pretty cool. Zooming in. Love this camera. You want to see what I'm doing? Yeah, I mean, this is again a test of skill, isn't it? Because these small components are normally put on by a machine.
Mm. Component keeps sticking to my tweezers.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Watch this, Horlixs. You'll have all yours up and running before I've even done these capacitors.
They are very tricky. So the best way. Have you put solder on one side, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then just use your tweezers, hold it in place while you heat that side up, and then till it sticks, and then you can just whiz it round, and then just put fresh solder on the other side.
Uh-oh.
I think these are supposed to be glued in, because every time I'm trying to push them in, they just fall out.
Mm.
But it doesn't say anything on the instructions.
What a fiddly chassis.
Mm. Good.
So Ed says, hey, Lindsay, who says you need weird magnifiers for those surface mount components? Ian Campbell says, we got snow in Leicestershire, although it's too wet to amount to much. And then Ian says, Alex, what are you building?
Mini weather clock. Yeah, me and Mark doing the same one.
We've got Flip Dip in who says, "Good evening, chaps." Good evening, Flip Dip.
Good evening, welcome.
Ed Hughes says, "Is this the kit Dester ESP8266 for the clock?"
I think. Oh, I don't. I think so. I don't know. It does. It's got the Wi-Fi module. It doesn't actually say because it only comes with 3 components, which is this board I'm soldering now. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh no, it's on there. It's all right. I'm having a panic. Yeah, it's just this this board which I'm soldering now, Wi-Fi module on one of the screens. I've used one of these before because I made a print monitor when I had my other. I think it's in that drawer somewhere. When I had my Ultimaker 3D printer, it wasn't wireless. So I made it wireless, and then I actually made one of these as a little project with a little screen. It comes with one of the little screens, and I made a little print monitor, and it would just sit on my desk here, and it would tell me how long the print had left on it and stuff. So I've played with these before, but I had to program that. But this, I can't see where the logic is unless it's on this. But then that's the voltage regulator, so unless it's stored on the Wi-Fi module.
Right.
I think that's that board complete. Toothbrush, clean that with IPA.
Mark's hobby says, "Have you gave up, Mark?" And Ed says, "Mark has left the party." LOL. Nope, I haven't given up. I'm looking for a capacitor.
Oh no!
I had pingage.
Oh god!
I know.
Well, worst case scenario, you can look up a 104 capacitor and you can probably buy a replacement for like 2p. But
yeah,
I mean, and there is a very small chance it might work without it as well. But depends.
I miss Maplin.
They're really hard to find. That could be anywhere.
Yep.
Do you know? Did you hear where it went? Did it land on the desk?
Didn't land on the desk. I saw it go off to my right-hand side.
Have you got a magnet?
Yes, I do. Could try that.
I mean, you might be worth checking the other one to make sure. Have you soldered one on already, or you still got a loose one?
Still got a loose one.
Yeah, just make sure it is magnetic. It should be, but
yeah. Ed goes, "Oh, yeah." Don't happen to me, and I never lose stuff. Ian says, "Has Danno gone to get dinner?"
I tell you, I'm just waiting for things that to dry because I don't think it's a push fit, so I'm gluing bits in. It doesn't feel like it's sticking either. I don't know how long this glue's been there for, like.
I'll get some new glue on you.
Yep. Ah, yeah.
Oh, that scared the life out of me then.
So that's cleared it up. It's nice and flop, dude. This is going to be a fun build.
Well, I should have got one of the plastic models out instead.
I haven't got the glue.
So Ian says, Ed Hughes, I'm here. Ed Hughes says, hello, Ian. And Ian says, hey, Ed, you good, mate?
Tell you what, though, if you find that capacitor, you deserve an award.
Oh, no, that makes me want to find it even more now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, it is a bit silly. I'm going to say this on the part, like, they should have given you some spares of those, especially the smallest component. Because they're pence. If that. I'm just trying to think if you can get one off someone else. Like a spare board from a Partwork or something that you don't need, or...
Don't think so, no.
Well, that's like the Partwork. They give you spare screws and everything, and the small parts that you need, they only give you 2. And then they're the one that spring off.
Right. Well, that was quicker than expected. We'll get a power bank and see what's going on.
Right.
Let's see if we have lifted off or not. do.
Mm-hmm.
It's very dim.
Let's catch up with this chat. Ed Hughes says, "Oh, good evening. How about you and Julie?" Ian says, "Yeah, we're good. Thanks, Ed. I'm going to send you some photos of the F1 sim." Ed says, "Sounds great, Ian. I will be trying to put together a vid as you requested." Ian says, "Cool. Thanks, Ed. I'll get it to Wayne. Folk will be amazed as to your and Samuel's collections." Ian says, "Just send images at Ed." Ed says, "You having trouble with your glue, Danno? Question mark.
Yeah.
Athol Zen saying, "Evening, chap. Sorry I'm late. I had to wash the pots and plates as they were covered in burnt spaghetti sauce. Oops, I did it again." Ed says, "Nice, Ian." Athol says, "Hello. So this is where all the bright sparks hanging out. Evening, Gillian, Flip Dip, Lindsey, and himself, Geordie Dave." Athol says, "Evening, Mark, Danno, and Horlixs." So evening, Athol.
Hello,
Gillian says, "Good evening to Athol." And Ian Campbell says, "Thanks, Ed."
Okay, Joe. So mine is not quite well. It sort of works. It's connected to Wi-Fi, but it's really dim, the screen.
I was correct then, Horlixs. You got yours up and working before I've even got the capacitors in.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not working, so I don't know. I'm just cleaning the board again, just in case I've got some fingerprints on it. It could be quite sensitive. And they always say, if in doubt, clean it. It can sometimes do wonders. The weather's not working yet though, because of the that issue I was saying earlier. But the date and time's working. But you just can't see it on the screen. So I think some repairs are going to need to be. I'm not sure if it's this screen. I do have a replacement screen. I'm going to try and resolder it.
Problem is finding something at this time of night.
Yeah.
Well, at least I can do chat, which I'm going to do now. Ed says, don't you just love how long Wi-Fi passwords are?
Yeah.
I think that's to you, Horlixs. Ian says, no, Ed, LOL. Ian says, I just use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clearly, I don't. LOL. Ed Hugh says, smart ass remark. Turn the brightness up. LOL. Okay, I will leave. Ian's smiling. And Ian says, whose clock is that? That's Geordie's.
Bloody hell.
I think that screen's gone. I really do. I don't think that screen's working.
Think it's a dud screen?
Yeah. I might have a spare somewhere.
And Ian says, nice, Geordie.
Sure.
And just like that, in the Arduino set. Here's one I prepared earlier. Let's see if it's the screen or the main board.
Oh.
There you go, screen. So if I unplug that and plug this screen back in, so I can barely see it myself. So let's spend a bit of time troubleshooting this, just because why not? I'll check my connections.
So Dave McBill says, good evening, Geordie, Mark, Danno and Horlixs just got in from the shed. And Ed says, well done, Horlixs. Evening, Dave, Mark.
I did.
Camera's not happy.
This is not going together.
You having trouble with it?
Yes. Good, but I've got the instructions here. I've got the instructions on the screen. I'll show you. Don't know where my mouth is. Too long.
If your glue's any good, it'll be the glue.
Well,
you're better off leaving it. You get some better glue.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. That's the thing. It doesn't say anything about using glue. You've got one as well, haven't you?
What?
One of these models.
Yeah, but it wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't it, but different. You've got a root master. Bloody hell, I'll have to wait till his glue dries.
Oh, I still haven't shown you the instructions. Yeah. Hang on. Can you see that? The seeds put these parts in like that, and when you put them in, they just don't. There's nothing like to lock them in, and they just fall a bit.
So it looks small.
What, the instruction?
Oh, the bits you working on.
Yeah, they're all small.
To TARDIS, I thought it was going to be huge.
So you got them bits along. You got them bits along the top end.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying, right? So see these bits along the top. You put them in, and you try to get the front in. Once you, and then you go. Oh, I've got it in. It's in. You go put the last bit in, and everything just flops down.
It's not going to leave it to dry.
Well, I'm putting glue on it. So I thought it didn't say anything about glue in it. And I think this glue has been sitting there for so long. I think it's because it was so hard.
Is it wood? Is it wood?
Yes.
Plastic glue's no good for wood.
It's not plastic glue, it's PVA.
PVA?
Yeah.
I've got none of that neither, I've run it.
Yeah. Oh, well.
For a tortoise, that looks... Where? Go back here.
Back to what? Full screen? Me?
Yeah.
And then
I'll see what you mean. Now it looks... So, right, you push them sticks on either side. I'm waiting for glue to dry, so I'm not going to do no else.
We're going to put that like that goes like that.
You not put the 2 sticks in either.
Because that goes. That one just sits like that, but you've got to. Well, this side's got a hole, and then you do that.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Relied on the desk, so.
And that's what happens.
Right.
So now that's resting against that. I go, right, that's fine. And then it's trying to get that piece.
You need another set of hands on the other side.
Yeah.
Right.
So officially give up on it at the moment.
We're not having a good night tonight, are we?
No.
I'm a jinx. I come on the show.
Do you know when you put right? You know to put the two sides what you put the sticks in?
Yeah.
We're not got button sticks neither.
Well, at the bottom, down here. No. There's only basically them 2 sticks, and that's it.
So we put them 2 sticks in and put it on the bench side ones. The 2 panels what you put the sticks in. Forget about the back and front panel.
Yeah, not the front panel.
Forget about that. Forget about the back panel. Right. Can you? Right. Have you got any tape?
What's the back panel? What kind of tape?
Masking tape.
Not handy. Don't know where. Get
put that stick in there. Yeah, put that one in there. What you want to do is glue. What I was thinking is glue that in. Lie it on a bench, glue it in. Leave it till it goes off. I would have stuck it in the other one, into the one with the hole in. So it'll hold. Lie it on a bench, stick it in there. Right. Now this is where I was thinking of tape.
Yeah.
If you've got some tape and put it on the bottom of that each end, glue it along the edges, put the side piece in, and the tape should hold it.
Aye.
So where that stick is, a piece of tape there, piece of tape in the middle, a piece of tape, run some, the bit that goes down the side piece that goes down there, run some tape so that you can fold it over. So when you stick it together, you can fold the tape over and it'll hold the sides. So you're making like a book.
Yeah.
You leave that to dry. You do the same with the other side. Leave that to dry. Then you can bring the 2 halves together.
Yeah. So leave that to dry for now before I put tape on it.
You can.
Make sure that it dries in.
If you can, if you want, then maybe put the stick in the other side and leave that one to dry. So put the stick in, because that one needs a stick in a node, doesn't it? Because you've got 2 sticks, right? Put it in the hole, yeah, then leave that to dry. No, it's going to take a long time to dry, mind you, but Unless it's a tight fit.
No, they're not tight fits.
They're leaving it dry.
Yep.
That way you've got a solid piece of stick on. Then, as I say, it's hard to it's easier to show you than explain.
Yeah.
I think Mark will understand what I'm saying, aren't you, Mark?
Yes.
So on the sides, when you've left that dry, the sides you're going to put on, you're going to put some tape down the side, run some glue down, put your other piece on, use the tape to fold over, and that will hold that. So you've got a side and a back. You may have to push it up against something to keep it square.
So this is just a sticky thing that I've got. So
yeah, so like that.
Tape like that. You fold it over a bit like that.
Right. No, underneath the model. Yeah.
Right.
And you'd get a couple of pieces like that. Right. Stick it on there. You would then put some glue along. Put the other piece on, then you use a sticky tape to hold it, but you'll need to probably put it against a book rest to keep it square. Or something, so it doesn't fold in on it. Well, the stick should stop it folding in, but to keep the... So do you know the panel that goes down that stick? Not on the stick, down the side of the stick. Yes. You glue that on, you put your sellotape on, you glue that on, and you...
Might not need... And then that goes across the top.
You don't do that.
Not yet, I know.
You do that. And you do...
So that just run it a bead.
Run a bead of glue along. Don't know how you're going to... If you're not putting tape on, I don't know how you're going to hold it to keep it square, because you're going to have to leave it overnight to dry. Now, you're going to need to put something to secure that so it stays in, and you're going to have to leave it overnight to dry.
There you go.
Now,
Something that will fall out of that. I think it'll pliers or something. But it's on the floor, so I'm going to have to find that later. But that's that. But it's up with the soda iron case.
Then what you'll do is then when that's dry, you'll have to do the other side. But I'd wait till that's dry before you do the other side.
Sure, yeah.
Because then you can put the stick, and then you'll just need to put the front on when all that's dry, when it's solid. So it's going to take you a couple of days to do that.
Yeah.
Because you need that bit to dry, fit that on, need that bit to dry, and then stick the front on when all that's drying. But I would have still put tape on to support the corners.
Well, the corners are support with that. They're pushed right in.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, you're now stuck till stuff's dry.
Yeah.
That's the trouble with things like this. It can make you stuck. I'm stuck. But Mark's stuck, I think. Are you, Mark, waiting for something?
Still trying to find this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I've kind of packed it away for now, but my OCD is saying it's in here somewhere and I must find it.
On the side, to be fair.
Right, let me catch up this chat. So Dave McBill says, good evening, Mark's Hobbies, Gillian, Lindsey, Flip Dip, Athol. And also says, and evening, Daniel. Eddie Hugh says, evening, Dave, too cold for the shed tonight. Mark's Hobbies says, hi, Dave Mac. Mark's Hobbies says, hi, Athol. Ian says, that's me, folks. Please visit Horlixs Facebook and YouTube and follow, subscribe, and continue to be told about new mods, upgrades. Thanks, and I'll see you all soon. Night, Ian.
Night, Ian. Thank you.
Ed Hughes says, night, Ian. Ian says, night, Ed. Ed says, that's me as well, folks. Catch you all later. So, night, Ed. And Gillian says, good evening, Dave Builds. Yeah, my problem is my OCD is saying it is in here and it must be found.
Yeah, like me, I'll be on the floor and everything.
I'll be like, tomorrow I'll be like, Honey, I Shrunk My Kids. I'll have a harness to the roof and I'll be lying down on a hammock with a magnifying glass, checking every little inch of this floor. Did you fix the screen, Horlixs?
I've pulled another one out of my Arduino kit.
Right.
They're quite common. I've got quite a few. I think I've got about 3 of these screens because I was doing other projects with them. So I've grabbed another one. The actual screen itself, no, it's not working. It works. It's just really dim.
Can you fix it?
No, I've just tried to resolder all the joints on it and the ribbon, and it's just not having none of it. So it could be a component, because on the back of them there's quite a lot of resistors and things. So one of them could have gone. The hardest bit about these kits is taking the cellophane off the plastic.
Oh, we've got Crafting Budgie Mama, Tasha in. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Tasha.
Good evening. Okay, I found a flaw already.
The screen doesn't fit in it.
I'm sure those 2 notches on the top are for either side of the screen. And it's nowhere near. And that's the old screen. This is the screen that come with the kit. And it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit that one either. And this is for that. it would fit that, but that's not. Yeah, they've messed this up.
I'm really reluctant to then now say stop trying to find it, Mark, and yeah.
No, I think it'd be all right, but they have, because they're saying find the back plate. So that is obviously the back plate because it's got a big square for the USB port. But then when you look at the actual instructions, apparently this is the backboard, but it can't be because you won't get USB in there. But they've put the right spacing on the backboard for the screen, not for this piece. I'm just gonna have to. I'll get it in. I think it'll go in. It's not going to be. They've put the wrong slots on the wrong panel. I think. Yeah, there's absolutely no other way of.
Athol says, hello again, Dave Mac.
No, I'm going to have to fix that. Gonna have to fix it. Right, mute.
Oh, you're reading about this Jeep box, freaking tiny.
Yep. Ah. Horlixs, idea for you.
Yeah.
It's a hot glue gun holder.
All right.
So you've got a tray there for your surplus glue that comes off. And you literally just plonk it in there and it won't fall over.
Well, that's cool.
Did it on the M5. So sick and tired of the glue gun always falling over on me.
I just found a YouTube video on how to build this TARDIS, so I'll be sitting watching that later.
Well, it's been a bit of a disaster of a night.
Well, yeah, between us all, it's not been too bad, but I've got screens that are broken. Luckily, I've had a spare. Sorry, got to mute. Yeah, luckily I had a spare, but
I had pingage. Danno's having trouble with his TARDIS. Geordie Dave's waiting for things to glue.
You'll have to. You're gonna have to get you got a Dremel, haven't you? You're gonna have to Dremel these grooves out.
I have a Dremel.
Yeah, so you've got to Dremel these out at the top quite a bit either side so the screen fits in it. Then the front will fit on like so. Hopefully.
Mark Sobby says, any part trays yet, Mark? Yeah, I need to have a look into that. I have got the files for them. I just need to make the walls a bit thicker. And Flipped It says, did you know that Dremel are owned by Bosch?
Yeah, well, no, but saying that, I haven't got a proper one. I've got it's an Aldi special. Oh, well, what makes this even more special is that I can't put the last screw in. Oh, you know what? This needs a bit more fettering. I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, it was what, £3-4.
Yeah. That's why I'm, if it doesn't work or I can't, find it, then I didn't lose out on a lot of money. And I suppose some of the components might be useful down the line.
I will finish this before the string ends.
Matt's hobby says okay. Oh, I've changed it. The other mark. I'm off, guys. Great stream.
What's the time?
20 to 9.
I'm basically knackered myself now. We've got to spray all these pots. Some pots I can't put on until I get them painted up. I have to look at the list of paints I want.
have something to tell you later when you finish.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, stop falling apart, please. It's hard making these boxes, especially when they've not cut the parts properly. No, I'm not doing that anymore. There's absolutely no way. The screens are identical. And I can't put one screw in. But 3 will do. Right, 1 weather station.
You put your bag.
Screw.
I was going to say, do you want us to go around?
There's no point coming to me because I've done nothing. Apart from wheeling around the room.
Obviously, the screen's wide. It's the same screen. So I've had to Dremel these holes out of the top so the screen fits in. They've put the so they're not quite right, and the screen's too wide to fit both screws in, and they don't even line up with the holes through the screen to put them through the screen. But it does work. All I've got to do is work. There's a website you have to go to get an API key for the weather. And now, before I tried to do all that before the stream, and it wasn't working properly. It wouldn't let me register, so I'll have to have a play off camera. But if I plug it in, it does work. It connects to the Wi-Fi. Camera doesn't like that. And then in a minute it will. Oh, it's done it. Yeah, it's got the date, 3rd of the 2nd, the time, and then when obviously I've set up the API, the weather will come up on here. So yeah, it's done its job. It's a clock, if anything.
Hmm?
I don't know why it's got the time twice there and at the bottom.
So what are you going to use that for?
Check the weather. The weather station. But obviously, yeah, if I can get the weather side working, basically you've got to register, and then once you've registered, it asks you to confirm a code on your email, which I did. Then it asks you for your phone number so you can confirm your phone. But then at that point, I was putting my phone number in and I wasn't getting a text message with a code at all. And I tried it about 4 times, and in the end, it's now saying, sorry, too many attempts, try again. I still haven't had these codes through on my phone, so I'm not sure what's going on that part. So without getting that sorted, I can't get into the site to get the API key to make the weather come up on here. But it works, and that's the main thing. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty easy kit. Fairly easy. And yeah, it does the job. So there you go.
Okay, right. We'll have a look what Modz not done out.
No.
Danno is stuck. So
Yeah, that.
get the full camera. Oh, I can't run till Horlixs goes back there. Oh, hang on, we're there. Oh,
I think
where are you?
it's probably best to have a couple of projects on the go on these streams, you know.
Yep. So if you're working on something that's going to take a lot of stuff to dry, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's glued in. Just leave that overnight, and then I may come back tomorrow and get the rest on. Same way.
Then you can show it next week.
Yeah, and then hopefully do a bit more next week.
Okay, right. Well, where am I?
Where is? Yeah, I'm gonna have another go and see if I can.
Oh, I'm not. Where's my thing for figured? Blowing the picture up. There you go. Okay. Mark doesn't knows what it's like. Tiny.
Yeah.
Fiddly.
1/8 scale.
Because 176 scale. Now that's the 176 scale tank, which is to be painted, and then you put the Jeep next to that. That's the type of scale you're working on. I put my camera closer down. That's a 176 scale tank, which not too bad to work on. That's a 176 scale Jeep. The chassis, I don't know if you've found more, but the chassis was a nightmare.
Yes.
So I'm glad I've got it. Now needs to go and get coated like the tank is, and then it'll be ready for painting. So you don't have to touch it in case it falls to bits.
Danno Builds says, great stream, guys. And we've got Ron in who says, hi all on panel and in chat. Hiya, Ron.
Hi, Ron.
We're just wrapping up the night because it's not been the greatest.
Well, I've done it. I've been all right.
Yeah, I've been all right. I've been all right.
Yeah, for the size of the bloody thing, I've getting what I could get done.
I'm just going to have a look and see if I can get this API key working.
And Danno Builds says hi, Ron.
Just need to get it undercoated and then all these sprues undercoated and get some more paint and get it.
I think it was actually in the...
I can't fit the front section on it because there's a glass section going in and I don't want to paint. I have to paint that first. I don't like painting stuff on a sprue, but I think I'm going to have to fit into there.
Geordie, I did the car and I went, I am not doing the trailer.
Well, because I'm going to do, if I can get a couple of figures, which I've got to send away for, I'm going to do a diorama and I don't need the trailer and I don't need the gun. So I'm just going to have the tank coming down in the Jeep. I don't even know if I need the gun on the back neither. I've just what I'm hoping to do is have a driver sitting in and a passenger, some walking GIs behind, and a tank coming behind. I don't know. I might do the gun. I haven't thought about it. But I might put the gun in. Do you know the machine gun that stands inside?
Mm.
I mightn't have that in. Definitely not working that scale anymore. Not in flipping bloody for Jeeps. I would hate to try to build the engine for it.
Right. How much detail can you say on it?
And they've got decals to put on and all. I don't know how the hell I'm going to fit them on it. I'm not the best at putting decals on, so now I might put them on. I might just put the bloody star on the front, and that's it. Oh, it doesn't have that on the front. It has numbers on the front. Oh, great. Try and get them on.
Shall we go cameras up?
Daddy's disconnected again. Danno's he's back. Camera's up, Danno.
As for some reason, when I'm changing cameras over, it just keeps going off.
You've got your sound.
Yeah. That's going to have to do for now.
Right, yeah. So, as I said, yeah, the API key's still not working. It's not letting me in an account for some reason, but it keeps saying try again later. So I've probably got to wait 24 hours or overnight, 12 hours to do it again. But I still haven't had a message from any, because they're supposed to be sending you a text message with a code, and it just doesn't come through.
We lost Daddy altogether.
Cool.
I'm doing it Thursday. I'll have a look at his computer and his cameras and see what's going on.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to get if you haven't already, get the Logitech app.
Yeah, he hasn't got the Logitech. I've got the Logitech app on. He hasn't.
And then you can do the shortcut as well. So you can do Alt F1 and 2, and it'll flick his cameras and all.
Now you're muted, Horlixs.
Oh, there?
Yeah, you're back.
No.
Yeah, you should be able to get the Logitech software because they're both Logitech cameras.
Hi.
It's still messing about. What's going on? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
What's going on all of a sudden? Danno's cameras are going off. My mic's going off.
When I come down to Thursday, Danno, I'll put the Logitech software on.
Right.
See if that'll sort you out.
Yeah, because then you'll have two options, and then if you push Alt and I think it's Alt F1 and F2, it'll switch cameras for you without having to keep going down the bottom.
Yeah.
And I think at that point, we should say goodnight before StreamYard blows up.
I won't be doing on a chat, oh, I.
Yes, we are.
Oh, well.
I will say goodnight. Yeah, what an evening, and I'll catch you all later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good night for me. I mean, I've had a good evening. Mine works, but I just need to get the key. But you've seen that. I'll give you an update next week on whether I managed to get that sorted. But for now, that is it. And I'll see you on Thursday. Danno's Universe is on next on Thursday.
Yeah. I might be down there Thursday with him to help him with the next part of his build.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, and that's I think.
And I'll see. I've had a good evening with that little build. You know.
Yeah.
So it's kept me busy. So, a good night from me. You want me to hit the?
Yeah.